you guys, how are you? And thank you so much for coming back to Gondor Official for your intuitive tarot readings. Today we are doing a thing that I like to do at the beginning of every month. I know we've already, we're a week into this month already. But I've just had a lot going on. I haven't been able to do the video yet and come out with my intuitive June reading, so I decided to go ahead and do it now because I went to June's reading and it was labeled light bulb moments and aha moments, right? I went back and I watched that video about my, my predictions that I had for June on a global level and spiritual level, personally, and for the collective. I have to say that that video was very, very true for me anyway, when it comes to like light bulb moments. So if you have not checked that out yet, I do suggest you check out June's video. I mean, even though we're past June, it'll be good to look at to see if I was able to predict anything that happened in your life. Moving forward, we are in July now. I did pull some cards and I did look at the astrology as to what is going to be taking place in July. We do have several planets in retrograde. Venus is going to be coming out of retrograde this month, I believe on the 12th or the 13th. I'm not quite sure. That has caused havoc in a lot of people's lives on the romance level, okay? If you had a person in your life, okay, that person could have just stopped talking to you, or maybe you were having communication issues. If you're married, you could be getting a divorce, okay? It doesn't affect everybody in a negative way. It can affect some people in a really positive way. It just depends on your situation and what's going on. Maybe you were able to get a higher level of commitment or get in communication with your person. Maybe you started a relationship during the Venus retrograde. So it's going to be different for all of us, but on a relationship level, there will be a lot of changes in that area of your life, romance, marriages, okay, couples, okay, there's going to be a lot of upheaval, and whether that's good or bad is really just dependent upon your situation. All right, we also have a solar eclipse, and we have we are moving from, I believe, Cancer to Capricorn. We just have a lot of stuff going on this month. Okay, but ultimately it's for the benefit of the collective and the people here on earth for these things to happen, okay? Although they create a lot of upheaval and a lot of negative emotions and a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of, pain for some of us, it's like those are the moments that we as human beings really and truly are able to grow at a fast level. And that is what 2020 is calling us to do, to grow and to stand up, to do whatever it is that we're being called to do, okay? Or whatever it is that you're being called to do. Okay, you have to be able to listen to your intuition in this, and it's going to be different for everybody. Your calling is different than my calling. And, that's that's almost a really heavy saying, like your calling is going to be different than my calling. It's like a soul calling, right? But even on like a personal level, maybe you're being called to contact somebody and you haven't, right? If your intuition is telling you to do that, then you need to move forward with that. 2020 is all about moving forward in your life and gaining balance through listening to your intuition. It's not just about soul purpose. for people who are on that path of soul purpose and for people who have gotten to that place spiritually, then yes, that's for you. But for people who are not necessarily of a spiritual nature, who are not necessarily looking for a calling, you still have intuitional thoughts and feelings, things that you feel like you should do and you haven't done it, either out of fear or whatever the case may be. The universe is calling you to move forward. Okay, maybe one of those things in your life is you're being called to live a healthier life, you know, to start treating your body better with the food that you eat or the beverages that you drink. Maybe you indulge a little bit too much in, you know, substances, and the universe is calling you to kind of slow your roll on that. Like, I don't know. Again, it's different in everybody's life, okay? You're going to have to kind of look into your life and evaluate, like, what is it that the universe is calling me to do? And you have to do it, because whatever it's asking you to do, whether it is changing your eating habits or changing your lifestyle, or maybe the universe is calling you to implement something into your diet, like, you know, start juicing, or maybe eat more vegetables and less meat, okay? Again, it's different in everybody's little world. But the universe is telling you to do that for a reason. There's a reason why the universe is telling you to do that. And if you go after your intuition and you do what your intuition tells you to do, then you will be able to grow exponentially. You know, compared to, I just seen 711. 711 is the money number. So if you guys are seeing 711, 717, 117, okay, those are money numbers. It means money's coming into your life. And honestly, money looks good here for you guys. New jobs, a lot of things, and I'll get into that in a minute. But somebody who's getting the intuition to move forward with something and they're not listening to that little niggle inside, that little, like, I call it the niggle because that's what it says on my card. I have, what is this? The Oracle decks here. There's a card that says, listen to the niggle. And I love that word, niggle. Anyway, I'll find it here. But to somebody who listens to their intuition, that listens to the calling, right? And does what it is that the universe is telling them to do, they're going to be blessed with something. So if you're being called to contact somebody, maybe through that contact you start an amazing relationship, you start an amazing job, you start an amazing friendship, okay? Maybe you connect with soul family, right? Maybe through that you connect with your inner priestess. All right, here it is. Trust the niggle. That's backward. It's showing up backwards, but the niggle feeling is basically that feeling, that intuitional feeling, telling you to do something, pushing you to do something. You're always going to gain growth from whatever it is that the universe is trying to get you to do, right? The universe is trying to get you to do something. What is it? Are you going to answer that call and reap the blessings that come from that call? Or are you not going to take that call? Are you not going to go after that intuitional feeling? Are you not going to do it, and you're not going to reap the amazing benefits? What I've noticed when it comes to intuition, right? When I listen to my intuition, it doesn't matter how bad the fear is behind doing what my intuition is asking me to do. If I move forth anyway, I am always massively blessed for it. Okay? I want to give you an example. I actually have an example I can give you guys, but it's kind of part of my personal life, and I don't know if I really want to release that kind of information. But it was a huge decision I had to make. Okay? You know, I'm really feeling called to tell it, so I'm going to say it, but I'm just going to say what I feel comfortable with. I was with my ex-husband for 15 years, and we had a family together, 3 kids. But there's a lot of things in that relationship that I didn't like, and a lot of stuff going on that caused me a lot of inner turmoil. My intuition was telling me to pick up and leave and to travel. Just, you know, you have to understand, I came from a middle-class lifestyle. I had, you know, all the name brand clothes, all the name brand purses. I had anything and everything at my fingertips. I had that kind of money, and I was literally leaving very financially stable home and just packing up what would fit in my car and driving 3,000 miles to the West Coast where my family lives and starting all over again. And as a woman with codependency issues and also accustomed to a very luxurious lifestyle, it was very hard for me to make that decision, okay? I struggled with it for months. But I did. And although it has not been easy at all, I have been incredibly blessed with my business, with my own financial ventures, and it's all mine. It's all stuff that I've done. It's not anything anybody has done for me. But see how the universe will put you into uncomfortable situations, and it'll say, listen, do this. And it feels so uncomfortable, so far out of your comfort zone, and you don't want to do it. But it's when you go out of your comfort zone and you do it, no matter how scary it is, you are blessed the most, okay? I can't even begin to tell you how blessed I am. You know, within a month, I was making enough money to move out of my parents' house and into my own place, okay? I make enough money to take care of my family and I, and also expand my business. So it's because I listened to the universe and I stepped out of that comfort zone that I was accustomed to, that I have been able to be as blessed as I am. And although it gets really lonely not having somebody, I know that whatever the universe has for me in the future, I know that it is wonderful. I know it is. And I don't even have to have faith that it's wonderful. I know it's wonderful. If the universe has blessed me this much, just because I listen to my intuition, I listen to that gut feeling, then the universe has more blessings for me. And it's not, oh, I have faith that's going to happen. No, I fucking know it's going to happen. You know, I'm living it right now. And I'm truly, truly grateful. So yes, step out of your comfort zone. Whatever it is that the universe is telling you to do it. One of the things that the universe has been telling me to do lately is stop working as hard, because I work a lot. Start taking some time for yourself every single night, whether you are finished with work or not. Once it reaches a certain time, the laptop is closed and I'm done for the night. You know, I watch my TV with my kids and I'm done. And so I'm listening to the universe on that. I cut off work and I just, you know, I'm starting to find time for myself every day. Another thing that the universe is letting me know is like, hey, listen, like, you need to take better care of your body and the way that you eat. And so that's another thing I've been doing is exercising and juicing and eating appropriately, you know, moving a little bit more, taking the kids out to the park and playing with them and, you know, walking around in the neighborhood, okay, being more active. And although it's like, oh my gosh, I'd rather be working right now, it's like, this is, in the long run, is going to make me feel better as a person. It's going to make me feel more confident about myself and my body. So I see why the universe is calling me to do this. And honestly, it's really not that hard. It's no harder than everything else I've gone through. So, all right, enough of that. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading on the energies for the collective for July. So I feel like there's going to be some harsh truths coming out in July, okay? On a global level and also personal. Some harsh truths. It's going to be different for each one of us, okay? It could be harsh truths regarding family, harsh truths regarding your love life. It could be harsh truths regarding your finances, okay? But with harsh truths come new beginnings. The Ace of Swords is not only about new beginnings, okay, and starting over, but the sword I see here is like, okay, this new beginning that you're coming upon is not necessarily going to be an easy one, but, and there are some harsh truths coming out of that, but ultimately, there is a new beginning coming from these harsh truths, okay? So, you know, for example, if you have been waiting for somebody to contact you and they have not contacted you, them not contacting you is also an answer, okay? It's a harsh truth. They weren't interested. And that's okay. You need to take that harsh truth, you need to heal from it, and you need to move on, all right? Maybe it's not regarding your love life. Maybe it's regarding work, harsh truths and work, okay? Maybe you're not going to get that job that you applied for and want so bad, but something better is coming, okay? There's a new beginning coming for you. There's somewhere else that you need to go, another path, all right? After the Ace of Swords, I got this. So I do feel like, you know, again, this is a new beginning. This is the universe offering you something. After this harsh truth, right, that tore you down, made you depressed, put you in such a fucked up position, okay? Like, I really wanted that job. Yeah, you really wanted that job. Or I really wanted this person in my life. Yeah, you really wanted that person in your life, but it didn't work out, okay? And whatever harsh truth that is playing out in your life, okay, is playing out for a reason, because there's a reason why it didn't work out, because you have something so much better coming to you, okay? You have something so, literally so much better. Something that you can't even imagine. So if your harsh truth is, you know, maybe your house that you're trying to buy fell out of escrow because it didn't pass the inspection or something, you're going to find an even bigger house, a house with more bedrooms, or a house with more yard, or like an even better house in the country somewhere. Or if you're a city person, maybe you find like this amazing condo that's right in the middle of everything, okay? After this harsh truth comes your new beginning, and it's better than you could ever imagine. You just have to, you know, keep a hold of faith. I did pull the Lovers card here, okay? Next to the Lovers, I pulled the King of Swords. So this is telling me a couple things. In your romantic life, I feel like a lot of you are going to be cutting people out of your life that no longer resonate with you, okay? If somebody is not on the same level as you, you know, you're cutting them out. If someone is not making you happy, you're cutting them out. If somebody is not communicating, you're cutting them out. All right? You're at that level, that soul level now, where it's like you know what you bring to the table and you know what you're worth, and you're not willing to move forward with anything less. All right? Also, with this card, and, you know, again, on a soul level, what I'm seeing here is you just cutting things out of your life that no longer resonate with you, okay? You're no longer eating the pizza. You're no longer, you know, eating the chips, okay? You're no longer overindulging on, you know, maybe marijuana or alcohol. Not that those are bad things, okay? And listen, I love those things, so, like, no judgment. But if you are overindulging in it, it can become a little bit obsessive and even control your life a little bit, you know? If you're using it for the wrong reasons, maybe look into healing, you know, a little bit more, and being able to control those feelings rather than try to control the feelings through healing rather than drink those feelings in a bottle, you know, numbing yourself. That's the word I'm looking for. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of, okay, so, you know, harsh truths, new beginnings, cutting things or even people, friends, whatever, out of your life, and ultimately a lot of happiness, a lot of general overall growth, a lot of being able to understand more, coming to a higher understanding, a higher awareness, a higher consciousness, a higher vibration. All right. So I pulled this card here. The answers you need are coming. And again, this goes along with the harsh truths, okay? This is not meaning to say that all of the answers that you're waiting for are going to end up in harsh truths. This is just a general reading for the general energy of July, okay? So I feel like this is like not necessarily a bad thing. Like, the answers you've been waiting for are coming, okay? There's going to be amazing things happening this month with the Lovers, okay? And the Knight of Cups here, all right? There's going to be new offers, new situations, new communication, you know, new relationships, new career choices, new cars, new houses, okay? There's going to be a, you know, a lot of answers coming in, as answers that you want, answers that you need, okay? Answers that you've been praying for. What I pick up with this card is there are people out there who have answers or questions that they so desperately want answered, and they haven't been answered. Some of you have been waiting for a long time for these answers, okay? And they're coming. This is the universe saying they're coming, okay? Take a break. Oops. Okay, take a break. Again, with what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, take a break. What is it that you like to do? You know, cut everything off, turn off your phone. And I say turn off your phone, but I don't turn off my phone. Okay, I close my laptop and I stop working at 7, but I don't turn off my phone. But you get what I'm saying, okay? Like, close the laptop, get rid of Facebook, get rid of Instagram, get rid of all of it at 7 o'clock or whatever time, okay? And that's just time for you to do what you want to do. You know, what do you like to do? Like, learn about you, okay? Write poetry or paint watch TV, watch your favorite movie that you haven't been able to watch in years, you know, especially those of you who are parents, fathers and mothers. There's a lot on our shoulders as parents to raise children up in this generation, you know, who are going to be able to be an asset to society, all right? It takes a lot as a parent to be able to do that. You have to find time to take care of yourself. You have to, okay? I did pull some romance angel cards for those of you who are looking forward to some sort of relationship in July. For those of you who are lonely and, you know, want something, I do feel like something big is in the works, especially for the water signs, okay? Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, especially for the water signs, okay? But listen, this is a general reading for all of you guys, so I do feel like there is, you know, amazing things coming your way. I got chemistry, honeymoon, and passion. I feel like whoever is coming into your life, you're going to have a lot of chemistry with them. There's going to be a lot of sexual chemistry, a lot of passionate chemistry, a lot of passionate messaging back and forth, you know, maybe even some Skyping. I think there's going to be a lot of that. And whenever I get the honeymoon card, I don't necessarily take it seriously as honeymoon, okay? Because we're talking about new relationships here. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, you know, this person is, you know, the one and you're going to get married. I can't say that. I'd have to do a personal reading to really tap into your energy and let you know. But when I pull the honeymoon card here, what I'm really picking up from this card is just higher levels of commitment. If you guys have been flirting back and forth and, you know, you're just in, you know, the friend zone, okay, you guys are going to be out of the friend zone in July. If you are already, you know, booed up, then we're talking about maybe getting engaged. Okay, if you're engaged, then we're talking about possible marriage here. Whatever it is that you're in right now, it's going to a higher level of commitment for some of you. But mostly what I pick up with the honeymoon card is just, you know, making it official. Basically from friends to lovers is kind of what I'm picking up here. With this honeymoon card, that's what I'm picking up. So, okay, you guys, after watching this video, make sure you save it and come back and watch it in August. Oh my God, August, you guys. What the heck? August. So crazy. August. Make sure you guys come back in August and watch the July general reading and see if this resonated with you at all. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. Namaste.